of the rule of law, better economic management. They have been clear on that since 2024. What keeps changing might be the phases of the revolution.
Yeah.
But the call for good governance in this country is very persistent across board. Now, people are saying they are tired. They don't have faith in this regime, in giving them the transformation that we deserve in our lifetime. And therefore, mechanisms of approaching that keeps on changing.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed, there may not be a pronounced presidential candidate now, because it is not yet time. We are still 70 weeks, or if you like, 69 Sundays to the election. Okay? So there is ample time.
Yes.
And that's why people are saying right now is the time to invest in registering so that we can all create a voice.
Yeah.
When people say must go, like Tuko Kadi, they are loosely translating it to say it means Ruto must go. And when they say Ruto must go, it's not just the person, it's the regime must change, and the administrative and governance structures must be revised to meet the needs of the day. Therefore, it might be argued that yes, it is not yet time to have a candidate. Even IEBC will give us slots for aspirants to be cleared for candidacy next year around April or May. But wherever we are today, are you not hearing the call for good governance? Are you not seeing the revolution in play for a better nation today, regardless of your political affiliation as an individual? Are you not?
Kamanya, that question is directed to my brother Mundalo.
Right.
But will permit me to jump in and answer it.
Go ahead.
Ruto must go was a slogan that had succeeded the Reject Finance Bill. Reject Finance Bill was a direct response to how the young people felt that the Finance Bill 2024 had been communicated in a manner that looked not sensitive to not only the realities, but also the realities of many households in the country. But then you realize that in moments such as that, usually slogan is used as a tool to rally. But then you realize that it quickly metamorphosed from Reject the Finance Bill into Ruto must go. Again, you must appreciate Ruto must go for what it is. I was telling my sister Ndu that I was talking to a friend of mine from the Counterterrorism Center. Part of the many hats I wear is the convener Manifesto Yetu and convener Interparties Youth Forum. Entities that have attempted to bring together young people from across the political divide to seek to understand that where are we as a country and where are we headed. One of the things that have emerged is the threat of political extremism, which manifests itself in the fashion of nihilistic, violent extremism. In nihilistic, violent extremism, people then lose faith in society, and they feel that the best way to respond to the challenges that they face in their lives is through violent means. Sometimes it underscores the hopelessness that these people have. If you look at the time the president was coming in, you look at the cost of living, you look at the unemployment rates, and you also look at how our politics is structured. Our politics is structured in such a manner that candidates are sometimes forced to give very, for purposes of this conversation, let me call them outlandish promises. But then again, the way our governance works, the governance is a very slow-moving beast that sometimes is outpaced by the demands of society. So when you come to Ruto must go, and that is why part of why I felt that I need to jump in, and comparing Tuko Kadi and Ruto must go, I think it misses the point by the river. Why? The question is, what of the young people who feel that Ruto must stay? Number one. Number two is that have we had a chance to interrogate the very programs that this government has attempted to put in place, and have those programs panned out?
Like what?
Again, listen, hold your horse, Ndu. So I was speaking to the question of nihilistic, violent extremism as one of the governance issues that we must be alive to. Again, Tuko Kadi is an all-encompassing initiative that makes sure that young people are registered. When these young people and people who are not registered are registered, then we must also make sure that we shepherd them into political parties. Because one of the things that must not happen to Kenya, considering that Kenya is an anchor state, look at the state in Tanzania, in Ethiopia, in Sudan, and all the countries neighboring us, we must channel our political both frustration and optimism through the mainstream political processes, which was one of the things Manifesto was seeking to achieve, which is one of the things that I think Tuko Kadi is seeking to achieve, which is moving young people as tools of political extremism into channeling their energies into mainstream political processes as envisaged by the Constitution. So the Tuko Kadi thing, as I conclude, so that I bring you in, the Tuko Kadi thing must not, in my view, be equated with Ruto must go, as we knew it, because Ruto must go was a direct call to attempt to make calls that are not anticipated in the Constitution.
Well, advice.
Yeah.
You see, people who define terrorism, extremism, and holistic political extremism
Very good.
are mostly the ruling regime. And they're trying to fight back the revolt from the people. Because people come out and say, whatever, your leadership style, the approach, the policy, the public